The world's largest deer. What animal has a long, big-nosed head, a bulky body on long, skinny legs, and a big flap of furry skin hanging from its throat? The world's largest deer. The moose. The moose's big nose gives it a great sense of smell. The big body gives it strength. The long legs help it walk through deep snow, step over logs, and stand in deep water. The big flap of furry skin hanging from its neck, well, it's called a bell, but its purpose is sort of a mystery. While both bulls, males, and cows, females, have bells, the bull's is larger. Some scientists think the bell might help bulls attract mates. Moose live in the forest and meadows of cooler places like Alaska, Canada, and the northern United States. They also live in cooler parts of northern Europe and Asia where they're called Eurasian elk. The elk in North America, however, are not moose. Instead, these elk are called wapiti, are a slightly smaller species of deer. Moose are herbivores or plant eaters. They eat tall grasses, leaves, twigs, and buds, berries, pine cones, bark, and other vegetation. In warmer months, they spend lots of times in lakes, ponds, and rivers cooling off. They're very good swimmers and will dive underwater to find tasty greens. Only bulls grow antlers, and what a work of art their antlers are. They're flattened and huge with a spread of 4 to 6 feet. Moose may not look like fast runners, but their looks are deceiving. If a moose feels threatened, it can charge at 35 miles an hour. Mothers are very protective of their calves, who, along with the old and sick, are most vulnerable to predation by wolves, bears, and mountain lions. The world's largest deer. Question 1. According to the information in the article, what is the relationship between moose and North American elk? A. Moose are a smaller species of deer than the North American elk. B. North American elk are not a species of deer, but moose are. C. Moose and North American elk are both species of deer, but moose are larger. D. North American elk and moose do not have any similarities between them. Question 2. If you visit the Canadian Rockies in July, where might you be likely to spot a moose? A. Deep in the forests. B. In rivers or ponds. C. Inside caves. D. On mountain heights and cliffs. Question 3. Based on what you learned in the article, what is a moose's bell? Question 4. Moose are strong, powerful animals, but that doesn't mean they don't have predators. Name 3 predators of the moose. Question 5. Which description would not be true of a moose? A. A moose is an omnivore. B. A bull moose has a rack of antlers. C. A cow moose has a bell. D. In Europe, moose are known as Eurasian elk. Match each vocabulary word from the article with the correct definition. Our words are meadows, deceiving, vulnerable, vegetation, bulky, charge, antlers, protective, herbivores, Eurasian. A. Run ahead at a high speed. B. From the continental landmass of Europe and Asia. C. Branches of horns on a male deer's head. D. Areas of open space, fields. E. Animals that only eat plants. F. Helpless, powerless, defenseless. G. Heavily built, large. H. Able to fool someone into thinking something that isn't true. I. Safeguarding, keeping someone or something from harm. J. Plant life.